Live.
Now we're live.
Bang! We're back. Okay.
I feel like we do that every single time. We think we're going live, and 5 minutes later, we realize we're not live.
We're
Welcome,
live.
everybody. We're back.
Back on the protein shakes.
I'm just drinking the carbonated water.
Oh, man. Olympics.
5 years. 5 long years in the making here. So just to let you guys know, if you're just tuning in, we're gonna do a little prelim recap every single day. Sometimes it'll be at 11, sometimes it'll be at 9 a.m., some of it'll be 12 p.m. We don't know. But we just want to get on here, talk a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, kind of go over what the heck happened this morning, especially for you West Coasters who aren't getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch prelims. But Brett, you couldn't sleep last night?
Man, it was wild. Hey, I was jumpy all night. I was like, come on, what's going on? Let's do this. So
yeah, I felt exactly the same way. I just kept waking up. It was like 3 o'clock and then 4 o'clock and then 5 o'clock. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm up. I'm good. So it was it's this isn't the same schedule as like we just went to at trials. This is different. So there were more events today. There's a relay today. So there was a lot going on.
Yeah. You see the guy, the first heat of the 400 IM, the guys were like putting their goggles on, shaking. I was like, oh man, I feel it.
And there's no fans, but I guess they have these little areas for like their teams where they can go, like little cheering booths. I think there's gonna be some noise there tonight. I don't think it's gonna be quiet,
Yeah.
No. There are some human beings in the natatorium.
Yeah, I saw the U.S. team doing a cheer to the First Lady. So there was noise. What was going on? They're going to bring it, especially that first race. The U.S. With Chase now. Chase would have to be one of the favorites. The favorite, right?
Everyone's kind of bottled up within like 409, 410 right now. This morning, obviously, like the heartbreak of the prelim session was the local boy Diaceto didn't make it back, man. He's just sitting there in 9th. And actually in 10th is the Chinese kid that was an Olympic medalist in the 200 IM, Shun Wang. So those two big names are out. Seto was like a big, heavy favorite. I think DraftKings had him.
Man, I feel like Seto was – I don't pay a lot of attention to the 4IM, but it sounded like he was putting a lot of pressure on himself before this thing, talking about breaking the world record and hitting a certain time, 4:04, and all sorts of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think about that. Obviously, he's in front of the home crowd. You tell me. I didn't swim in Olympics in front of a home crowd. You did, but I'm sure it's a pressure cooker back in 2000. I can't imagine what it is 21 years later for a guy to be, in front of everybody.
I tell you what it is, man. When I walked out in 2000, it felt like somebody had punched me in the stomach as hard as they could, and I was trying to speak. Like it's that kind of feeling. Like you can't get the words out. You're just breathless, and you don't know what. Like you can feel the weight of it. Really, I had the same conversation with Bruno Fratis in Rio in 16. You just have this weight of expectations of a whole nation on you. It's very, very tough to deal with. So my hat's off to anyone from a home team who can get through that.
Yeah, I hope he bounces back. I think he's still got the 2 IM, right? Is some of the 2 fly also?
Yeah.
2 IM is best.
Caleb Remmel's saying here that he cruised too much. He let 4 swimmers swim past him. So I wouldn't really call that cruising too much. I think if you're out in the lead and you're kind of floating and you don't know, how far ahead you are, I get that. But when 4 swimmers just go zoop straight past you, that ain't cruising, man.
I think I said on Twitter, it looked like a pack of dogs, man. Once that final turn came, it was over. He had nothing. There was just no extra gear. And it was before he knew it, they were all there. And it was over. But he did what he normally does. He's got a great turnover on the fly. He's got a great turnover on the backstroke. I don't think anyone in the world does backstroke like the Japanese in the middle of their IM. Their tempo is pop, 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 pop. And his breaststroke looked fine too,
Mm-hmm.
Even his first 50 of the freestyle, he was still half body length in front of at least every single person.
Yeah.
It was tough. They came after him.
Man, this is the Olympics. People want what you got. This is a dog fight out there, man. They're scrapping. So
Yeah, prelims is finals, especially when there's no semis. You know, you can if it's 100 or 200 and you got semis and you only have to get 16th place, it's way easier than getting 9th place. All these young kids going crazy. I mean, the Australian kid, I don't know what he came home in. Let me pull it up. It was fast. 29.0, 28.0 for Brendan Smith. That was the fastest split coming home out of everybody. Same thing with the Italian kid, Alberto Rossetti, Jay Litherland, same thing, 29.5, 28.5. All three of those guys were in that heat that touched out Seto. So that's the men's 4am. Chase did what Chase normally does. Waited for the breaststroke and then Chase breaststroke smash.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Chase looked pretty comfortable at the end there. He wasn't puffing very hard. He had a nice kind of smile on his face. He looked in control as far as I could tell.
I think so too. Who else do you like in that race tonight?
I mean, of course, Australia. Australia's number one. What he dropped some time in that from trials to here, which is outstanding. The Australians trying something new the past couple of years where they're doing more of the American system where it's 5 weeks out from the Olympics. And I think that gives them a much better chance to be at their best. They even drop some time 5 weeks later because they've gone through that gauntlet. I really like it, and I think it's paying off so far. What's up, mate?
Hello, boys.
Hey, Sonny.
How are you, mate?
Sorry to join a little late. Got a bit confused with the time zones.
All right.
It's all good, mate. You're a little crackly, I think. Can you hear the crackle?
You got headphones? By chance?
I can change mic. I'm trying to use my camera's mic because it's actually a pretty good mic, but I'm not sure in this scenario. But I can do headphones.
Yeah, you're a little crackly, but you look good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear that crackle?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
it.
I'll get headphones. It's all good.
He's got the USA shirt on. Look at him, mate.
Yeah.
Stripes.
Traitor.
Oh,
Traitor.
dude.
You traitor. You traitor. Nate's got the Japanese one on?
No, I got my American swim nerd shirt on.
Oh, right.
I literally just got back out of the ocean. Had that master's practice, watched prelims, got psyched up, went out, did a little 5K pace work this morning in the Chesapeake Bay.
Beautiful.
And now here we are. Sunny.
Yeah,
What do you think about that 4am?
Madness.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad crackle now.
Let me just. I'm going to get audio.
Yeah, hop out and come back in.
You're gone, Sonny.
Let's remove him. That was a little nasty. I don't know what's going on over in England. Cheap Wi-Fi. Oh, boys, we're back. Let's go down the list then. So we talked about the 4am. Second event was the women's 100 butterfly. Some good stuff there.
Both Americans making it back.
Yeah, I thought Husk, Tori looked good, looked strong.
How fast?
Out like a rocket. Yeah. I thought the other girl was kind of okay, but I think she did a similar thing in the prelims of trials too.
I think the most impressive person was Emma McKeon just storming home.
No. Emma McKeon was impressive. Don't get it wrong, though. Sarah Sostrom was absolutely the most impressive.
Touche.
Wow.
Actually, there was so much talk about her not swimming the event at all.
Yeah.
People just thought like, there's no chance. She wasn't even going to mess with it. I think she's got a lot of pressure on her too now. The whole of Sweden.
I've had some guys with some broken elbows before, and that thing just never goes straight again, especially when you start putting screws and rods and things in the elbow. It just never goes back to the way it was. And look, I tell you what, her team around her has done a fantastic job. She looked brilliant this morning.
Yeah,
Clean,
56-1. And she
smooth.
came home good too. It wasn't like she was out mega fast and relying on speed. She was coming home. I was saying the same thing when she broke her elbow. You know, I think we've had everyone who's coached for any amount of time has had a kid that broke her wrist or whatever. And
Yeah.
you're kicking for 8, 10, 12 weeks, and all of a sudden the legs are in the best shape they've ever been in.
Yeah.
She's gonna have the best legs.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens
Leg
tonight.
work. Sonny, you're back. Oh, you're on mute.
I keep trying to unmute him.
How am I sounding now?
Oh, you sound beautiful, bro.
Way better.
That is good news. That is good news.
Yeah, mate. So, mate, we were just talking about Sarah Sostrom. What's your opinion on her?
It's funny because in that 100 fly, I know you just said this, but Tori was just gone on the first 50, and we was like, "Oh, Sarah's not there." And then on that second 50, she just looked like a queen.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of girls going out real fast in the 100 fly, and then Sarah just showed she's the only one closing on that next level. So she looked good in the 100 free as well. Got Sweden in the final.
Did Sweden actually make the final? Because they looked to me. Oh, wow, they had 3 swimmers in the 4th. I don't know what happened there. She was not good.
Yeah. No, they've got the Hansen sisters who are like, they're good at their strokes, flying breast, but they can like do decent freestyle from like NCAA swimming.
Right.
But I think the breaststroke one's a little weaker on the freestyle, but she's like a 105 breaststroke. So
right.
It's good. It's a good medley team. It's a good medley team.
Yep, great medley team. Yeah. Simon Jones saying Femke 51.9, great swim there too.
Yeah, huge swim by her. She's got good odds in the 50 free. A lot of people aren't picking her. I think she was 1 odds on DraftKings for the 50.
Femke?
Yeah.
DraftKings are doing gambling?
Yeah, isn't that insane? It's the first time ever in America where I'm like actually looking at the.
Oh wow!
See,
a lot of people have been hitting me up saying they couldn't find any gambling in America, but I guess it's.
I think FanDuel's got it too. And they're updating them quick. So after this morning, after the men's 4 a.m., boom, they released the new ones.
Oh wow!
Prelims was even over.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Let's have an account. What was next event after the women's 100 fly? There was a men's 4 free. Was that it?
That's it.
What's your thoughts, Sonny?
The Americans aren't as bad as everyone was worried they're going to be, and both got to the final safely. Another big name out, Rapsis. He looked great for 200 and then just died. Just went backwards in that field. Sad to see the British lad, Kieran. He went great. He was a couple seconds slower than trials, so he won't feature again. And German guy, fastest seed. I must say I hadn't heard of him.
Yeah, he kind of popped, didn't he?
Me neither, and I don't even know how to pronounce that name.
Don't want to try. Retahue.
Yeah, good for him.
Aussies look safe. Aussies look safe, touching together.
Yeah, but they looked like they were working this morning too. They didn't look super comfortable. To me, it looked like they were kind of racing to get into that final, and so they got their work cut out for them for sure. Yeah, be good though.
It's gonna be across the board. Nobody's head and shoulders.
No, that one's wide open. I think for the win. That's just going to be a pure race. That one. That'll be good.
Yeah, you still got the Italian in there. Felix Albach from Michigan has been a beast.
Loughborough. He's in Loughborough in the UK now. Felix last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Kieran Smith looked good this morning. Jake Mitchell was right next to him, sat on his hip the whole time, was perfectly positioned at the 300, and went from time trial to Olympic final. So, yeah, I think it was a huge win. America, as long as we keep putting people in the final heat, that's what we want to see. So it's going to be a good race tonight.
What else do we have out there this morning?
Men's
4 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Women's 4am.
Yeah.
Now, there's a Brit in there, seated second. Amy Wilmot.
Amy, she looked good. She looked good. She swung away from Hosel in the second half.
Again, that's another race that's wide open, isn't it? It's no firm favorites there, but the American girl looked really good, didn't she?
She looked sharper than she did at the trials. She's got
What's
the
her
best
story
back.
again?
She's just a teenage girl from Sarasota, Florida.
Oh, right. Good for her.
She's got she looked impressive this morning. Her backstroke's better than anyone's. Her breaststroke's above average. And
Yeah.
that freestyle, she was just so long. Nice 6-beat kick. She's gonna be tough. I don't think anyone's beating her tonight.
And they did this underwater shot of her in the breaststroke, and she would finish her kick, and then her ankles would just dangle. Like she's got these like super hyper flexible ankles that just do crazy stuff for all of her strokes, obviously, because she's not just turned out. They just sit and breaststroke perfectly and catch, and they kind of just sit and dangle and ready for any other stroke. So she's got some freaky feet.
I think a lot of people were talking about Katinka and oh my gosh, what's happened to her? And it's like she's like born in the 80s, man. Like these girls are like Emma Wyant is born in 2001. She's got 12 years on you. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so tough. How do you swim the 400 IM well into your 30s?
Yeah.
She's still swimming a big schedule as well. She's got a few other 200s. She's not backing down from like all these events that she done 5 years ago and won them all. Now it's a bit like maybe just pick a couple, do them well.
Yeah, it's interesting. She opted like to not swim the 100 back, which was the shorter event. And wasn't that the event she won last time?
She won the Rio, yeah.
I mean, to be the reigning Olympic champion and be like, not going to swim this one. It's just one of those things. I don't know what she's doing training wise or anything, but I wasn't shocked, but a lot of people at swim practice were certainly shocked.
No, I think the writing's been on the wall a little bit. If you watched ISL and a few of her meets coming up to it in Europe, she's not looked super sharp. 4 years ago, she would go to a World Cup and go like national records in 12 events back to back. Like she would do the 800 heat, then do a 200 fly world record, and then do a 200 backstroke.
And then she did 800 and she get like fourth.
Yeah. Like, and she's not been there. She's not been winning events, even at these like European meets, these smaller meets. So I think the writing's been on the wall for her there.
You could kind of say the same thing about Rapsis. Like over the last year, man, he just fell off. He just couldn't finish anything at the ISL meets or anything. And it's just too bad to watch it continue to happen for him. He's in a rut. Because just like 18 months ago, he was going bonkers times, and everyone, Ian Thorpe was on here telling us, hey, like this is the only guy that's swimming the 200 freestyle the right way. And now he's just continuing to get bonked in the head.
Got some coverage, didn't it? It's fired some people up, that comment.
Oh, since you said it, there's been a lot more 144s than in the so many years previous. So maybe it's done a good thing.
Mate, while we're here, just let everyone know where they can find you on YouTube as well.
Swimsuit guy.
Boom.
The
swimsuit guy.
Check it out. YouTube. Good content, quality content. Get on it, everybody. Get the follow. Hit the subscribe button.
Click. All right, we got 10 minutes.
Yep, no problem.
Men's 100 breaststroke. Your man.
Oh yeah.
The boy with the mustache.
What a terrible mustache. Great swimming, but terrible mustache.
Terrible.
I love it, man. It's hilarious. There's a throwback to my man.
Spitz.
No, it was nothing like Spitz.
Spitz had a man mustache. Adam's got a little blonde bit of fluff on his upper lip.
Oh, let me see if I can pull it up here. He did look pretty good though. 55.
Yeah.
Uh,
He did.
not too shabby at all.
Caleb's saying, please tease us with the guests that are coming on tonight. We're still working on some guests for tonight, but for tomorrow night, the men's 4x100 freestyle relay, we have 2 former champions from 2 different teams coming on. 2 former champions from 2 different teams coming on the show to call the 4x1 live tomorrow night. It's going to be a cracker. Quite possibly tonight, we're working on a woman who was part of Australia's previous 4x1 relay gold medal, world record breaking relay team. So hopefully she'll come on tonight. But tomorrow night, 2 former champions from 2 different teams.
She's
going to be pretty cool.
really busy, like doing nurse things at a hospital.
Yeah, she's busy saving lives.
Yep. All right. So 100 breaststroke, obviously Petey. Did you guys does Shimonovich, is he just doing breaststroke pull with a fly kick? What is going on with that thing? Did you see the view from the top?
From the top, yeah. From the top, it looks that way. They actually showed a view underwater, and he does look like he's catching a little bit of water and kicking some water back. It's very narrow, but from the top, it just looks like straight fly. But
I'd love to really see it. I mean, that dude's knees and ankles are like parallel. They don't even look like they come apart. You know?
Yeah. I thought Michael Andrew looked fantastic this morning. What do you think, Sonny?
I thought he was going to do his usual antics and just set a time in the heat that was just going to be mind-blowing and maybe stagnate through the rounds. But the first time he looked real controlled. That first 50 just looked glidey, long, just like he was not fazed by where he was. And in my head, he's going to get faster, at least in the next round, which is what he needs to do when he's got 3 individuals, probably a relay or 1 or 2 relays on top of that. So I think that bodes well for later.
Mate, honestly, I think he learned his lessons from trials. You know, he did that in the trials, and I think it backfired in the final. I think he's like, you know what? Let's do it the other way around this time. Let's have some control up front. Let's save our best race for when we need it the most, which is super smart. It's the way you got to attack the Olympics. You got to go prelims, semis, finals, get faster each time, end up on the podium.
Yeah, especially this first one for him. Like he's going, under 59, no problem. So I think he really took that first 50. It was nice and fast, but still stay really, really long. He's like in the 40s in the stroke rate. Petey's in the 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two different complete strokes. But he kind of just chilled on the way back. So I think it was good. Just get the first race under your belt and then let's keep it moving.
Smart, yeah. Didn't you say to me in a text that Petey looked flat?
Like flat, like not like he was just on the surface.
Oh, right.
Not that way.
Okay. So you thought he looked good. Was Petey holding back, do you think? Petey was holding something back?
I think that's what the mustache says, isn't it? It's I'm not full form yet.
I mean, on the mustache, but like
I know, but I think like psychologically that's what he's saying, and he's generally pretty good round to round. Like I know the world record's in a semi-final, but he'll race when he needs to win. Kaminga was close. I mean, that's the first time I've had a 57 from someone else at a major meet. He's only second seed to the semis by 0.2, and he was him and his coach Mark were giving a little one of these after the race, so they looked happy. That bodes well, and I think a race is what's gonna, if anything's gonna get in Pete's head, it's someone being there or thereabouts because he's not used to it. The last time he got beaten was by Cameron Vanderburg at Commies 2018 in the 50 breast because he weren't winning at 35, and then his stroke rate went into the 70s and nothing was happening. So, maybe if someone's coming at him on the second 50, something could happen in the final. But I still don't think he's touchable yet. I don't think we're there yet at all.
But it's nice to have someone there. Like, you'd think that everyone thinks that, and there's not going to be any competition for him, but there's obviously some competition there for him.
Yeah. It's nice to have a little pressure there. Is that really Ray Kniefling in the comment section?
Probably. Yes,
I hope so. I hope you're on there with us, right?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, if that's him, we got to get him on the show. Shit, he's saying yes. I got to get it. Come on, man. You got to come live with us here. What are you talking about? He's sitting in the comment section.
He's tweeting. He's tweeting at because we're live on the Swim Nerd Twitter feed as well as the YouTube feed, and he's coming in on Twitter. Yeah, he said, "Yeah, I'm here, mate."
Right. I need your email address. How do we get it privately, Nate?
You could just message me on Twitter real quick because we follow each other.
Let's get it. Let's get a private message email from Ray Kneethling. We got to get him on real quick. We need his comments. Here we go.
He's making some big calls as well.
He is making some big calls. He's calling Petey. Petey's gone down.
That's a hell of a call there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good race.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, we still got to get through another round there on that 100 breast. So,
well, was that it? Was there any other events, man? I'm just so.
The women's relay.
Well, yeah, we went a little bit through the women's relay. That's just unbeatable. I was just getting so frustrated listening to the American commentary. They kept saying that the Australians just had to sub out Kate Campbell sub in Kate Campbell tonight. I'm like, no, not just her. Okay,
Emma McKeon.
We got Emma McKeon coming in. It's going to be filthy, that race. Wow, they look light years. I said it in a tweet. They look light years ahead of anybody else, didn't they?
They could put that in there, and that B relay will make the podium.
Honestly, the B relay, not the podium. The B relay could win.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, the B relay, they're all hitting 52 highs, 53 flats. There's no other team out there with that average.
Yeah, I think that world record's done.
Yeah.
Did you guys say if you think America should put Simone Manuel in or not?
Oh, Simone Manuel's 100% coming in.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the list yet, but she's coming in for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, that'd be mad not to.
No, that's a given. It's whether Katie Ledecky's coming in or not. And then the other one is Tori Husk or Abby Weitzel. She didn't swim this morning?
Nope.
Or Erica Brown, who's also got the individual. There's like 5 girls that could do it.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I forgot.
Right. Yeah, they need to sub that whole relay out because it was a disaster.
I think they need to do the full sub. The full sub is the only way to go.
A 4 for 4. Natalie Hines had a good anchor, 53.2.
No, it was good. It was good. But
that's for sure.
There's no 53s on Australia's team. That's the issue.
I know. Yep, that's right.
Well, there's probably a couple of 50 points, to be honest.
God.
Emma McKeon looks as good as she's ever swum in the prelims of the fly this morning, and apparently her freestyle is the form stroke right now. So if she's swimming that good in fly, she's going to drop some freestyle.
Oh God!
A lot of the word on the street is she's going to win that 100 freestyle. That's what people are saying.
Oh, that would be my call. Us boys have done a little sweepstakes of every event winner in time, and we've all called Emma to win. But then again, we all called Daya Sato to win the 400 IM, so we don't clearly know that much about swimming.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
Caleb saying Simone Manuel didn't earn her spot. She did. She won Olympic gold, my friend. She earned it for life. She can take it anytime, just like Michael Phelps could take it anytime he wanted it.
You know who else had a good swim in that relay was Sarah Soystrom.
Yeah.
52.9, yeah.
Lead off. Yeah. Still there.
And another Olympic champion, Pernille Bloom, 53.1.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah. For the Danish, they got in 7th. She's defending Olympic champion in the 50s. So, like, again, there's the Australian girls are fast and the Dutch girls are fast, but she's got a chance of winning that 50.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. We got any word on Rake? Is he coming in? You get an email out to him? Come on, Swim Nerd. Let's go. Let's get some action here. People in our...
He didn't message me yet.
Okay.
But we'll get him. We got all week. We got 8 more days.
Yeah, we'll get him.
So, like we said, we're going to be out here prelims in the mornings like this every single day, just for like 30 minutes, trying to do like a hard stop 30 minutes. Because, man, it's just going to be a long week. tonight, 9:30. That's my bedtime. You know, it's going to be.
What's up is at 9:30. Sorry, sorry. You guys have got it tough over in America. They've literally put it on for your viewing, and here I am in the UK at 2:30. But you're saying it's past your bedtime. I've got that full combo, watching Olympics straight to coaching at 5 a.m.
Oh wow! Yeah. You got to put coaching on hold for the 8 days of the Olympics.
That or you're gonna need like a nice nap schedule.
Oh yeah. The weather's nice here as well. I'm not even going to see the sun for the next week.
Yeah. Well, I got my son out in Alaska. I got 24 hours of sun out there. That was brilliant. Highly recommend Alaska, by the way. Anytime you want to get away and kind of turn off and get in touch with the world, the universe, planet Earth, man, couldn't be a better spot. Love it.
Yeah, the trip looked real good. Yeah.
Now listen, I think that's the wrap. We gotta wrap this up and then see everybody back at 9:30 tonight. Hopefully, we'll bring on some guests. Sonny will be back with us, and we'll watch this thing together, and we'll call it as we see it. Hopefully, we can get some better calling than what I watched on television today.
Oh God, it's just in the Eurosport feed.
Are you afraid of Caleb Dressel?
I got all the sounds, boys.
Smash him like a guitar.
That was Gary Hall Jr. doing his best Australian impression.
Smash him like a guitar.
Classic.
Yeah.
Well, save some.
All right, 9:30 tonight.
Catch you in the morning, boys.
Yeah, sleep. Good. Get a nap in there, Sonny. We'll see you.
Try.
Get on the protein shakes. All right, guys. Take care.
Cheers.
Later, everybody.
Cheers.